Hey guys, it's me Kevin, and I'm sorry this video is a little bit late. I've been busy all week, and for that reason I won't be having graphics down below, like I do with most videos. Anyway, start off the round, we head to Optus Stadium on Thursday night, which is tonight, where West Coast take on Essendon. I'll be tipping West Coast, because with Essendon, yeah, I don't know the ins and outs exactly, but I know Stringer's out. I forgot about Fantasia. I know Shields out. I know Danaher's out. West Coast, they get Yo back. They get Herm back. They get Allen back. They get someone else back. I forgot. Look, I know Vardy and Rioli got suspended for a week, and I know Essendon beat West Coast at Optus Stadium last year, but I feel Essendon are a lot weaker this year. Yeah, I don't think Essendon will be that strong to beat West Coast. It will be a close game, but I think West Coast, should win on Thursday night. Friday night, the SCG, Sydney versus Hawthorn. This should have been a tight contested match, like an even match, but with all of Hawthorn's injuries and Stratton now getting suspended for 2 weeks, thank goodness the MRO did something better. But then they decided to destroy their reputation again with Stevenson. I don't know. This has been a shitty AFL season. Anyway, so Hawthorn have got a lot going against them. Sydney have improved in the last few weeks. They beat West Coast. They've come very close to beating Collingwood and Geelong. Before that, they've beaten Essendon and North, and it's at the SCG. I know they're very shaky there, but I feel with all of Hawthorn's injuries out, everything going against them, and Sydney starting to get themselves rejuvenated, I think Sydney will win this game. Saturday afternoon at the MCG, Melbourne versus Fremantle. Don't expect Fremantle to lose. Like, literally, I'm tipping Freo. Don't get me wrong, I'm tipping Freo. I think Melbourne, they've been very disappointing this year. But I do feel that Fremantle can slip up, because every time they play an opponent that they should win, like Gold Coast, like Essendon, they seem to lose. I don't know why. Fremantle, they've got a bit of arrogance with them at the moment, and I feel they won't take Melbourne seriously, and Melbourne might be able to take advantage of that. However, saying that, Fremantle are good at the MCG, and I don't think Melbourne are quite strong enough to beat Freo, even if Freo are acting a bit cocky, but I do think Fremantle will win, but I don't think it will be a big win. Saturday twilight at Marvel Stadium, St Kilda versus Brisbane. Now, surely Brisbane are going to win. They lost to Carlton the other week, but I mean, Brisbane are a lot better of a side than St Kilda. I mean, St Kilda, they try their hardest, but they're lacking firepower. They're lacking class, this St Kilda side. They barely beat Gold Coast, who got tied out. Brisbane, they've got to have to learn from their mistakes. Surely they're not going to do what they did against Carlton, go about 6 goals up and then lose the game. I do feel Brisbane will learn, they'll bounce back, and I think they'll beat this class-lacking St Kilda side. Saturday night at Adelaide Oval, Port Adelaide versus Geelong. I'm going to be tipping Geelong because Port Adelaide, yeah, they're average. Nothing much to like about them. Geelong, on top of the ladder, 11 wins and just 1 loss. So, obviously, you tip Geelong. And Geelong, they're pretty good at Adelaide Oval. I know it's at Port Adelaide's home ground, but Geelong, they've still got a good record over there. They beat Adelaide last time they played there. They beat Port Adelaide last time they played there. I should have said it the other way around. And I've seen them beat both Adelaide and Port Adelaide previous times at that same venue before, particularly Adelaide. So yeah, I think Geelong should win this easily. On Sunday afternoon, Collingwood versus the Bulldogs. Now, even though Stephenson's out, that was a stupid suspension. Well, yeah, okay, that was suspension. But 10 weeks? Like, come on, Gaff gets 8 for punching, and that's a lot worse than betting. In my opinion, Stephenson should have got about 5 at most. 5 or 6 at most. But I would have given it about a 3-4 week suspension, honestly, myself. Anyway, I will be tipping Collingwood because the Bulldogs... Let me just take it in this tone. Is that all you got? Is that all they could dish up against Carlton, who's definitely probably one of the two weakest sides of the competition, whether you want to argue them or Gold Coast. But yeah, Carlton, weakest side in the competition, and the Bulldogs barely beat Carlton. Barely. I mean, like 3 points. And they were like, freaking what, 5-6 goals up with 5 minutes to go. I don't think the Western Bulldogs are going anywhere this year. I think this will be another long year for them. And I think Hawthorn, no, what the hell? I think Collingwood, I don't know why Hawthorn came up. I think Collingwood will take advantage of this. Now, they're in third spot. Compared to the Bulldogs, they're somewhere in the bottom 6. I don't know exactly where. So, I think Collingwood should easily beat the Bulldogs. So, to recap my tips, I'm tipping West Coast, Sydney, Fremantle, Brisbane, Geelong, and Collingwood. I hope you liked the video. Please like the video, subscribe, share it with other people, comment your tips down below, and I'll see you next week. Bye.